Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be 100% honest with you and letting you know that I had no plans to film today. It is currently at the afternoon. Some things came up for the rest of my week. So in order for me to get this video out to y'all, I needed to film now. No idea what my hair and makeup look like. I don't even have most of my jewelry on. It's just been one of those days. But I really wanted to film this so I could get it out to you on time. And today we are going to be talking about my March 2021 beauty favorites. I have quite the variety in front of me, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in no particular order. I have a few skincare items that are on my favorites list this month, and I'm going to start with an entire line. I've been posting about this line a lot on Instagram. A lot of y'all have been asking me about it. I believe I've even talked about it in some of my skincare routines, and I will be filming. Again, my week has currently changed, and I don't even know if I'll get my Sunday video up this week, but I am going to be filming an entire overview, kind of 2-month update on the Neogenesis line. This line has been available for the past few months at Freeze-Co Beauty. That is where I have gotten all of my stuff. I purchased half of it was sent to me. I was fortunate enough to be able to do a Zoom call with the president and CEO, as well as the head of education and some sales reps, to learn more about this line and help me then portray that information to you as well. But it is definitely a favorite of mine this month. And I just picked out a few of the products that I have been loving from the line. I do feel like I have all of them, which I'll be talking about in the video. Neogenesis is based around their stem factor, growth factor science. And the two serums that I have that are the highest in active concentration of that growth factor are the recovery serum and the booster serum. So they have two different sizes. This is a smaller size. I actually have the larger size booster in my kit. I've been using it on clients for the past month, so I can speak to how it works on different skin types as well. Love these so much. The booster is a little bit more hydrating. It has added hyaluronic acid in it, whereas the recovery does not. However, the recovery is the highest concentration of actives. So been loving that, as well as the Eye Serum. Now, I do think they have upgraded their packaging since I have received these or bought these. Anyhow, this is the Eye Serum. I use this underneath my eye cream. It's not as moisturizing as a cream, but it has a higher level of actives than my eye cream does. So I've been using this and let it dry a little bit and then put the eye cream on top. I've just really been loving it. I love the science, and I kind of wanted to just give y'all a heads up that I will be doing a separate video on the entire line because, again, I have been using it for a couple of months and I want to give you my thoughts. Another skincare product that I have been loving is from Clarity RX, and this is available at Harbin House, and this is their Brighten It 10% lactic acid solution. You can see right here, I love that this brand is no fluff in their packaging. It is just a simple twist off cap and you've got your solution. This is like a toner and it is 10% lactic acid. It does not have glycolic acid in it, so if you are sensitive to those stronger alpha hydroxy acids, this might be something to look at. I use this about twice a week as my toner step. I'm currently using another product that's actually not come out yet. It's embargoed from another company, so I can't talk about it yet, but up until I started using that, to give you my thoughts on that, I was using this and loved it. So if you are looking for just a plain lactic acid, this is a great one. It's affordable. It's at Harbin House. I've always got that coupon code that you can use, so it saves you even more money. And then finally, I have to talk about an Osmosis skincare product. Who am I? I cannot use a lot of the Osmosis skincare products. Most of them break me out. I've tried twice and I've tried to determine what it is that breaks me out. I think the stem factor is the biggest culprit, but I also think the Renew serum has something to do with the breakouts too. All that to say, when I was in Austin in January, Courtney was like, you've got to try this. It's one of my favorite products, and it's the Rescue Epidural Repair Serum. So I was like, well, is it going to make me break out? She's like, I really don't think it is. There's hardly any ingredients in it, and she's super sensitive, and she uses it. So I was like, okay. And I have been using it every night, as my first step in my skincare routine. I feel like I'm almost done with this bottle. And I do feel like it just really helps strengthen that epidermal layer, your skin barrier, which we all have issues with, I feel like nowadays, from using too many products and over exfoliating. It smells bad. I don't know any other way to say it. At first, it smells like chlorine, and then it kind of, as it dries down, it smells a little like mildew. I mean, it's not good, but it doesn't linger forever. So I'm just letting you know that. But I have been enjoying this, and I wanted to let y'all know because I know so many of you asked me about Osmosis, and honestly, I can't use many of their products as far as skincare. Y'all know I love their makeup. But this one I have been able to use, and so far I'm loving it. And again, I think I'm almost out of the bottle. It feels super light. And I've been using it for over 2 months, so it's probably about done. Okay, I wanted to talk about Bay Harbor Beauty. I think you all know about Bay Harbor Beauty. I've talked about them many times before, but I wanted to talk about a new scent that I have tried from them that I absolutely love. Now, I brought this out of my empties because, as you can see, it is empty. But I can still smell it. It's vanilla sandalwood. And I had not smelled it up until I got this. This is the jojoba bead and honey foaming scrub. Y'all, this smells so good. If you like that warm, kind of, I don't know, sensuous type of cozy fragrances, I love this so much. It's hard to say that I love it more than Island Coconut and Vanilla Sugar, but I may love it more than Island Coconut and Vanilla Sugar. If I could find this in a perfume, I would be set. It's so good. So good. So if you haven't tried any Bay Harbor Beauty, and you like kind of the scents that I do, I suggest checking this out first. If you have tried them and you haven't tried this scent, definitely give it a try. All right, let's talk about a few makeup items. Real quickly, the foundations that I have been using the most this month are not new. Y'all have definitely heard about both of them many, many times, so I'm not going to stay too long on them, but I did want to let you know that I feel like between these two, I wore them 90% of the month. And it is either, or has either been, the Jane Iredale Beyond Matte Foundation. I wear M8 in this. I've done a whole review on it. I've talked about it in my Jane videos. I've used it plenty of times on my Instagram and YouTube. I love this stuff. Or my Chantecaille Compact Makeup, which if you caught my powder foundation review video, you know that this is my favorite powder foundation of all of the ones that I have, which I think I'm currently up to 17 in my collection. I love a lot of them, but I always tend to reach for this one the most. And this is in the shade Camel. So pretty. Now, this is not, it's Chantecaille, so it's not going to be cheap. I would say my second favorite in that video was the L'Oreal Infallible Powder Foundation. Obviously a much more affordable option, but I do feel like the L'Oreal is more matte than this one. This is just very natural and pretty on the skin. So out of the month, these are by far the two that I have used the most. One more product that I've had for a while, and then I'll get into a few new products that I've been trying and loving. This is something that I will be repurchasing during the Sephora sale coming up, and it is the Jouer Essential Lip Enhancer in Champagne Kiss. This is a lip balm, y'all. I mean, it's not anything groundbreaking, but this is how much I have left. I can't turn it up anymore, so I definitely need to replace this. But there's something about this lip, y'all know. I'm not a fan of my natural lip color. It's super dark. I don't think it's very flattering on me. I know it's my natural. I know it's the way I was made. I know it's what I'm meant to have. I get it. But I tend to like not as dark. And lip balms in general, most of them are so clear that it's just giving a shine. This one has a little bit of a tint to it. I don't even know if it's going to come across on camera or not. But it's a little bit of a tint, and it gives super high shine, but it almost lightens up my lips just a little bit to where I can just use this if I'm wanting some moisture and feel good about it. Now, something that I feel like this is a similar product to at a much cheaper cost is the Chanel Rouge Coco Flash in 154 Douceur. And this is newer. It came out with their spring collection, but it's kind of the same type of thing. It gives a little bit of a tint, and it looks extremely similar to the Jouer, both on the lips and swatched. So while I love both of these, this one's like $54 and this one's $20. So take your pick, but obviously this one is more economically sound, and when you can get 20% off during the Sephora sale, it's even better. So I wanted to talk about that because I always have it with me and I use it multiple times a day. All right, a few new things. I tried out the brand Merit this month. I did a whole video and I felt like there were two standouts from the line that I wanted to talk about, and that is the highlighting balm. And if I knew that I was going to be filming today, I would have this on. I did wear this yesterday. I have two shades. One is Kava, which is the lighter of the two, and one is called Bounce, which has a little bit more of a golden tone to it. These are true to the name in that they are balms. They are a bit tackier. So this over here is Kava, and then there's Bounce. It's not like a cream to powder by any means. If you watch the Merit video, I like to apply it with my fingers and just bounce it onto the tops of my cheeks. Probably do it right now because I do find that it works well over powder. I'm just going to put a little bit more. It's super flattering. I've been really into cream highlights lately, and it just adds that really pretty sheen to the cheeks without making anything look glittery. Again, it is a balm, so it's not going to set down completely. So keep that in mind. If you wanted to use it kind of as a primer for a powder highlight to make that powder highlight really pop, that's a great way to do it. But I have just been loving dabbing it on all throughout the day. You can see how much pretty shine that added just doing it that way. So I really like these highlighting balms from Merit. And then the other is the mascara, and this is called the Perfect Black Lengthening Mascara. This is, according to the description, a tubing mascara. It has a pretty basic wand, and if you want to see how it works, you can check out that Merit video. But this is a very good mascara. It is a tubing mascara. It removes like a tubing mascara with warm water. It does not smudge throughout the day. It's very lengthening. I felt like it even gave me a little bit of volume. And for a clean mascara, which Merit does say they're a clean beauty brand, I think you can't beat this. I've been very impressed with it, and I can't say that about too many clean mascara lines. I say that, but I love the Ireale, I love the Fit Glow. You know, just wanted to let you know. I love this one too, and it is in fact a tubing mascara. So those were the two standouts from the entire line. I don't have anything that I disliked too much. I wasn't a fan of the blush, but everything else was also good. Those were just the two standouts. Vapor also sent me over a nice package with a lot of new things in it that I was able to try, and I really like them all. I did an IG video. If you want to check out my highlights, it is linked under Vapor Beauty. You can see me use all those products, but the standout of all of those is the bronzing powder. And this is in Eclipse. Now, I don't know if they have more shades than this. I believe maybe they're working on more. I also was able to do a Zoom call with one of the national makeup artists for Vapor, and she was talking about this. She used this in the video, and I do feel like maybe they're working on maybe more shades, but I'm not exactly sure when they're going to come out. But this is in the shade Eclipse, and it is just a really pretty bronzer. It has a little bit of a sheen to it. Nothing that's going to make you look oily or anything like that. Again, I had this on yesterday. Don't today, but you can see it in that IG video if you want to see how it works out. But I've really been liking this. And I would say since I've received it, maybe there's been 3 days that I haven't worn it. That's how much I like it. It's just pretty no fuss for me. I know it's going to look good every time. And finally, I'm going to talk about some new brushes from Rephr. If you don't know, Rephr is one of my very favorite brush lines, and they came out with 4 new eye brushes. Okay, so they look like this. One is number 27. This one is a little bit more of a tapered, smaller version of my favorite number 15 brush. So I like to use this when I want a little bit more definition in the crease after I have laid down a transition or lighter color with a 15 brush. And it also works good for my outer corner because it is just a little bit more cinched in at the ferrule. So that is number 27. And then number 28 is this really nice small detail shader brush. This is great for the lids, especially if you have hooded lids or smaller real estate, smaller eyes in general. you're going to want a smaller brush like this for an actual shader, but it's also great for your brow bone. It's great for the inner corner. It's great to smudge out the lower lash line. I just find that it's a perfect size. Now, I just washed my brushes last night. That's why these are clean, but usually they're pretty dirty. This one is number 26, and this is a pointed, larger pencil brush. I don't really have anything else like this, exactly like this in my collection, which is saying a lot because I have a ton of brushes. This is great for smudging out liner if I want to use liner as my outer V color, which I have done quite a lot lately. It's great for doing a very rough smudge on your lash line. It's great if you want really detailed crease work, and it's also great for under the eye. Again, a super versatile brush. And it's pretty dense. I mean, it's not like super dense, but it's definitely not a fluffy pencil brush, which is good for smudging. But let's talk about my all-time favorite brush from these new 4, and I would venture to say it's one of my favorite brushes in my entire collection. I have nothing like it, and nothing works as well. This is the number 29, and it is a super tiny little detail brush, very densely packed, the best eyeliner brush that I have ever used on myself. It is so easy. It never messes up. If you are a fan of using eyeshadow as eyeliner, which I am very often, it just glides along that lash line like you have no bumps or crevices or creases or anything, and just applies that eyeshadow as eyeliner so well. I just can't get over this brush. I would like to have 20 in my collection. It is just so good. I recommend all 4 of the ones that I've talked about. I truly do. But if your budget only allows for one, I super duper duper recommend the number 29 brush. And then for fragrance favorites, I did a live with Abby Bliss White this past week, and it is saved under the live category on my channel. And we talked about fragrances that we are liking right now, as well as fragrances we are wanting to add to our collection. So I will direct you over there if you want to know more about my fragrance favorites, because I feel like it would be very repetitive to the people that have already watched this if I were to add fragrance in this video. Another fragrance haul is coming soon. I know I don't get as many views on my fragrance videos, but for the ones who do like them, I like to share because I'm really getting into fragrances lately, and I like sharing that with y'all. That about wraps up my March favorites. I will have everything listed and linked as always down in the description box. Please be sure and subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on any future videos. Give this video a thumbs up and comment your favorite product from the month of March. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you're all staying happy, healthy, safe, and sane, and that most of all, you go out and have a very blessed day.